Draw the picture here, and I'm going to try to see if I can upload this picture for you to download. So this is the corner of the table. That's the best way you can do. Place it on the corner of the table and leave more than halfway out here so your hand can be under the hoop. One hand under the hoop, the other one on the top of the hoop here. I'm going to show you the technique, and it's nice always. So this is all kind of like a Japanese kind of flower. The flat, you're going to use 2 color. So let me see, that one, it's the lighter color, almost yellowish kind of. And the other one, you gotta use the darker one, the darker color, so it can be nicer. So you're going to use 2 of these color together. So you're going to pull it out about, you're going to take about 24 inches long. I only need 1 for each color. So what I need to do, I'm going to get the 2 ends in 2 different color here. I'm going to hold this 2 ends and I'm going to let it go through the needle. So 2 color at one. Where's my other assistant go? Look at this, everyone. After I use, they need to come up with a better one. Look at this, and the needle threader. I did twice and they pull right out from the thing. And then you tie the knot here. I'm going to do that fan kind of plan right there. So I'm going to do the bottom one. Just pull and go down. Very basic one. This is the basic one that you can just do single. So I have one hand holding this and one hand going down. Much easier. But you can do that too, it's quicker. So you're going to get this down and go to the next one. And get this one down and go to the next one. It's quicker this way. I just show you, if you're a beginner, you can just try to do the basic way. You see how it is? Quicker. Remember when you're coming down? Remember when you're coming down here? You're going up next to that, not in the same one, because we want to make the next leaf. So right there, just like that, and then one more. You go down, and then you make another one. You're making this one. You do the same thing. You go on this way and you go on to the next leaf. Don't go back to the same hole. Do not go back to the same hole. Go to the different one so you can create the new one. This one go down and it go right next to it, so you can have a new leaf. If you doing this slide, you need the ring for your finger. Where is it? I have to bring it in because it's so big. You need this for your finger so it won't hurt you. So go down and go up to the next one. Like that. Go down, go down to the next one. Go up to the next one. Just continue doing that until you finish this. See how nice when you add the two color in one? That looks so pretty. Everyone, there's two flower here. I'm going to use this flower on your right, this hot pink right here, and I'm going to use this one right here with the lighter pink. So I'm going to use the dark color first. Same old thing. You cut the thread out to 24 inches long. And we use two. So you too, just pull the same way I told you earlier. Just pull this way. The dress gonna come out. It won't tangle or anything. Just pull. You see where my finger pointing right here? I'm going to get my needle going up. Stay in line. The line is right there. Oh, and two thread. Double thread. Go down. Half of the petal. When you go up, you go on the side of the first thread and go in the halfway and then go to the line on the top of the petal. Right here. Right there. And then long one, short one, long one, short one. Keep going the whole flower here. But make sure you stay on line. Right there, right on the top one. So at this, with this style, you put one hand down under the hook, and the other hand is on the top here, just to put the needle down, and the one on under here, it just put the needle up. So just like this, go all over the half of the flower. You don't need, and then we walk in from the outside in. You see I'm moving next to the next petal right there. You see the line that when I have my needle right here, right there, that is the guide for you to get your flower round around it. Just go around, place your needle on it. Remember the first thread, the first one you go down with the long one. The next one will be short and long and short, long and short. So you see how it is? So when I finish one petal, not finish, but halfway at the petal, I skip the next line. I'm going to the other line right here, so I know that the next petal right here, the next flower, I kind of divide into like the petal of the flowers. You can go all around if you like, but I like to do things like that, so I know that I get everything in nice and even. See, this is the last petal. I don't go to the corner, go around. I can go right in the middle, but half of the middle, not in the middle of the flower, the petal. Just go in the middle of the petal, and so that way you can, you know that you can divide the petal, and you make the flower nice and even. Now on this side, you will going to work all the way in from the other half. Finish the other half. This way is better, so you see that the petals even. You see. So it's the same technique here. You're going to do that on the other flower. Okay, I'm going to change the thread, and then we'll continue. Inside here, you see now the flower have the space right there. We're gonna go in and fill that in. So now I'm going to fill that in, everyone. I'm going inside the middle. So just fill this in, everyone. Remember, you fill it in, but your thread have to be like a short and long and short and long. Don't do it so like even, like long and short. Just in between the short and long. Just this is long. This is what I mean. And then go to here. You go down to shorter. Just feel that it go into that middle one, the petal and just fill that in. Now I'm going to go in the between the half of the petal. Don't stop where the first line stops. Just go half of it, so then it doesn't look like it breaking in between. If you know what I'm talking about. Just like this. If you connect, if you go up and then you go right next to the line that from the first one, like from here, then your flower look like, you know, somebody just fold the flower. So make sure it go all the way, halfway of the petal. You see? Don't go next to it. Go halfway up like that. So yesterday I just signed up the remote learning for my kid, and hopefully that things settle down so they can go back to normal school. Homeschool is okay, but it's not an, you know, for social and everything like that. They need to go out and meet their friend and teacher. So now this is the last one. The last one you can go right in the middle of the flower if you like, the petal. I'm doing this because this is the way that I want to keep a thing that facing to you, the camera, like this, so you can see. If I turn around and do like the other one, you cannot see. You see how I fill it in? I go in the middle of the petal, and then I go down to the middle. Don't worry about the space in the middle right there, because we're gonna fill it in. There. So now you're done with the first flower. Okay, so that's the first flower is done. The little circle right there, do this, go up, and this at the corner right here, go small. Just stay right in line, just like this. I show you. Get a piece of paper so I can show you right here. Okay, just like this, the flower, this the circle. You don't go like that because you're missing the corner right here. So you have to go the small thread right here and the small, and fill that up all the way like this. Do the small. Okay, and the same thing to the flower. This is the flower I do. I go like this, you know, all over like that. And then I fill this in after. Okay, so this circle right here, this is cherry blossom, everyone. Japanese cherry blossom. You can use this to cut the face map if you like, or you can make this for the you know, whatever you want to do. You can get the frame and you can frame it, you can hang it up in your room, whatever you want to do. I think that if you want to make a pillowcase, it's the best way that you buy the white pillowcase and come home you already have it. All you need to do is just open the side of the pillow where the sole line, open that, and when you're done you can put it back on, sew it back. See how I sew this one? And now get into the small one right here. I still stay in line, but I go smaller. Okay. Okay, so for the brain, for the stem, I'm going to use number 303 in this whole pack right here. So I'm going to cut this about 24 inches. Put it back in here. This whole box here very useful. And now you only use one, but you're going to knock double. I'll show you. So take one out from this. Same old thing, you're gonna pull. Pull. You see? This, it never knocked. So on to knock. See, I have two that folded together, and I'm going to knock it together. So we use one, but then we double it, fold it in half actually. All right, I'm showing you the thing that you need to know. When you see the brain is curved like this, you're going to sew on this side. You're going to embroider on this side. I show you. Okay, we're going up one. Let me just bring the camera closer. Okay, you see where I go up with the needle right there? Pull this up. That space right there, I'm going to go down. When you put the embroidery hook at the corner of the table and you put something on it to hold, and then you have your two hands free. Now when you see I'm going up and I'm going up, I'm going down, I'm going up the same length. Every time try to stay at the same length of the first one. Now when you see the curve line like this, you're going to go on the top of the curve. You don't sew on this side. You sew on this side, not on the right. You sew on the left. So it's easier. And it's nicer always. Just go in halfway of the first one, right on the side of the first one. Go right on the side of the first one, halfway. See? And go up again. Go halfway of the first one. Halfway. I mean, it's not real, but it looked nicer. So I go closer because I want this to be bigger than the first one. You see that? Okay, now I'm going up to do the other one. Going up that way. And then you remember the last one that we did, the French knot stick? We're going to use that for the middle of the flower, just right there. Just one. Okay, everyone, I finished all the stem. It's the same way I show you. So now with the middle of the flower, we're going to use French knock. It's the same one that I showed you yesterday with the other flower, the other day with the flower. So I'm going to wrap around my needle 4 times and go down to the middle of the flower. You do about 3 of them, and then that's it. Use the brown color that you just did the stem. You see? Now we're going to the pink one. So the pink one, I'm going to do just 2 because it's smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm go down, pull. That's it. You see how pretty that is? So each of the thread here have their own number. I'm using number 726 for the middle of the flower. So I am only need about, you're gonna cut everything in 24 inch because we're going to use the extra for whatever later on we use. So it's good to cut it at the same length. So you only use one, but then you pull down and then you hold the 2 ends together and make a knot. So you go on right down to the right in the center of the flower, and you go right to each petal of the stem of the flower here. You going to go down to one straight line right in the middle of the stem, I mean with the flower, and go down to the middle of each petal. But when you go down, you make sure you go down to the same direction of the petal, because if you have the flower this way, and this is how you embroider your flower, make sure the yellow thread going down this way. You don't go down this way because you're going to cut it off, or you're going this way. Okay, so like this. You don't want to go like this, or you don't want to go like this. You're gonna go right straight across, straight right into it with the same direction. Now you're done. We're going to use the embroidery here, that one here that we did, and we're gonna make face mat. It's gonna come out so beautiful. But what I do after this, I'm gonna cook for the boy, and then we'll do something else. And I'll go right to the other one too and do the same thing, everyone. And then the one on the bottom, where this here with the dry grass, you know, usually when you look at the bonsai on the bottom on the pot, they usually have like a dry kind of grass there. You're going to use kind of lighter, very lighter color green, like green yellowish, and then you do the same technique you do to the stem. when you do this, you have to make sure you pull the dress really good, because you don't want it to stand on top of the petal. You have to make sure it plain in too, like that. Okay, and now that is done for the flower. You can, I don't want to do 3, that is like extremely a lot because our flower is small, so you can only do 1, and that's good enough. Now you're going to finish this. It's the same technique we do for the stem, but we're going to do like yellowish green. So everyone, I finished this, and look at the embroidery. Remember we did this? Awesome. I don't have to pull anymore. The fabric to stay very tight. Look at the flower. Look at this. Beautiful. We're going to use this for the face mat maybe. We'll see how it goes. I will let you know. Thank you for watching, everyone. I love making this because I don't have to show my face in here. But maybe I use this for the face mat, and I will show you how it looks. Look at this. Nice. Very basic. And the whole thing right here is have everything in here, everyone. Super awesome.